Hi folks, Dave with DBSTechTalk. And today I'm going to do a comparison that should have been done a long time ago. And again, I'm going to preface this with an apology. I have had the Aune X7S and even the Cavalli tube hybrid sitting here for several months, and I've never done a comparison of them. And in fact, I realized I hadn't even done a full review of the X7S. So just like the X7S review, I'm going to apologize for it taking so long and for me having to get a comment that said, hey, how does it compare? So I'm sorry. The Aune X7S and the Massdrop Cavalli tube hybrid. My two favorite amps. Now I have other amps and I absolutely love those also, but these two have just a way of presenting the music with clarity and with a little bit of colorization and they just have a presence about them that just brings the music to you, and they are in control. And they're confident and they're authoritative when they present their music. Not saying the other ones can't do what the Aune X7S and the CTH can do. I'm just saying they just have this way of presenting it that lets you know, wow, this is awesome. So let's break it down. I'm going to turn this off. Turn that off. And I'm going to put my coffee in a safer spot. Safer, quote unquote. While that is cooling down, let's pull this one out. Stay there. Don't fall down. Please. Please don't fall down. All right, so size-wise, we have two different. I mean, the Aune is about half the size of the CTH, and also you probably noticed there's a little bit of a tube sticking up here, so you can't stack this unless this is going on top of something. Now, from Massdrop, you can get this with a couple of other things to match it up. So if you want to do a stack, you could always get different DACs and stuff that they have that will stack with it. Same with the Aune. We'll start with the Aune. Very well built. It's hefty, but it's about the size of my palm or my hand, not my palm. And it's about 2.5 to 3 fingers deep. And it's very nicely stackable with the Aune X7S and some of the other Aune products. Has a matte black finish. The X1S has a more glossy feel to it. I actually like the glossy feel because it doesn't scratch as much. This one tends to get a little bit of markings on it. On the back, you get your power switch, RCA in, RCA out. Yes, this can be a pre, and then you have your power. It comes with a massive, huge power brick as normal, but if you can also use it with the XP1, and that's what I use it with. I find it's just a little bit cleaner sound with the XP1 versus the standard brick, but it's not like a massively huge noticeable difference. It's just a slight difference. On the front, you get quarter out and an XLR 4-pin and your volume knob. And then on the right here, there is a really small LED light that's like a little light green, maybe white color, but it's very minimal. I mean, you barely notice it. A good job, Aune, on that. It doesn't blind you and glare. Build quality, top notch. Then you come over here to the CTH, and again, this is also a very top-notch build quality. Has that same black matte feel to it, and it does kind of get scuffs and fingerprints on it a little bit, but not too bad. A lot simpler of a build. On the back, you have RCA and your power, and this power brick is very small. It's not near as huge as the Aune. You do have the Harman or Electro Harmonics tube on the top there that's sticking out, and then you get a little 4 feet, and you have a 4-pin XLR. You have your 1/4 inch, and you have your power switch. And then you also have your volume knob. That's it. One other difference, though, you probably noticed that on the CTH there's no gain switches. On the Aune it does have gain switches, and they're on the bottom. You have to do the slider. Let's see if it'll focus here. Maybe. Just a little. So it's got a little diaphragm here, and then you move the sliders up and down to whichever setting you want. And so that comes in handy. Only problem is I wish that the gain switches were somewhere different on the Aune. Let's get this, let's just set them out of the way here. We'll turn it on later. How do they sound? Build-wise, they're completely excellent on both, and no complaints there, other than the little tube that sticks up. But hey, where else are you supposed to put a tube? Sound-wise, how do they sound? Well, they are completely different in sound, but they're not completely different. This is kind of interesting. The Aune has this just lushness, this robust control, authoritarian feel to it, and it's very impactful, very detailed, and has a slight coloring in the sound. It has a minute warmness to it, and it takes takes it just slightly from neutral and just lifts it up and just makes it pleasant to the ears. The CTH does the tube thing where, especially with electro harmonics, because I have electro harmonics in the APPJ also, and I realized that electro harmonics clean up the sound a little bit, make it sound a little more towards neutral, but they add soundstage and add a little bit of dynamics to the sound, and it adds thump to the bass. I have tried various tubes in the APPJ, and the electro harmonics are the ones that I enjoy the most. They don't muddy up the sound, they don't warm up the sound too much, but they do the dynamics and the sound stage to it. So I like that this comes standard with electro harmonic tube, which is what drew it to me. But the sound on the CTH is very clean and very clear, very detailed, but also has impact in the bass and just a little bit of warmth. Not quite as much as the Aune. The Aune has a little bit more colorization. The CTH stays a little bit more to the neutral sound. But at the same time, I do believe that you get more detail and clarity and just better overall focus and better tonality out of the Aune. So that's where the Cavalli CTH gets a little bit of the tubiness to it. It kind of just does enough of that muffling distortion that tubes do. So that's where the difference is. You get great dynamics, great detail in both. You get excellent timbre in both, but the Aune shows a little bit more clarity and a little bit more resolution than the CTH. There you go. Said it. Which one do I like? I love both of them. I don't have a preference over either. Compared to the Cavalli and the Audio GD, totally different. Both of those are very much more analytical. Both of those are a lot more just clean and true to the sound, do not color at all. And so you're going to have a little bit brighter, a little bit more detail and openness on both of those. So between the Aune and the Cavalli. You can't really go wrong. They both power everything efficiently. I just went through and ran through all my headphones again, and there's not a headphone that I really do not like on either amp. They both play wonderful. Planar, dynamic, it doesn't matter. They both play great on both of these amplifiers. You can go wrong with either. Plenty of power. Of course, this one, the CTH, I do have it plugged into the Audio GD, and this is something that actually is kind of important. The CTH has plenty of power on its own, but if you have an amp that is low output, or I'm sorry, a DAC that has low output, this will struggle to power more demanding headphones. So that's the reason why I stuck it with the Audio GD and also the Cavalli Enog 2 Pro. And the reason being is you can change your outputs from your DAC, give this a little bit more oomph, and you can drive better headphones. So just be aware of that. Of course, the Audio GD is a variable DAC, and then the Cavalli has the gains coming out of the DAC. And so you can change that depending on what you need. I find that very helpful. So that depending on what you want to drive on that. Also, the XLR on the Aune is only at the same as the 6.35 quarter-inch adapter. It is not a balanced output. There is a different version of the CTH that has true balanced out, if that's what you're looking for. So that is the bonus of the Aune X7S versus the CTH, is that you do get that balanced power output versus the CTH only being quarter-inch with the option of plugging in your XLR. Hopefully this helps clear up a few things, but I really, truly love and enjoy both of these setups, and no complaints either way. You can't go wrong with either one. This has been Dave with DBS Tech Talk. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.